Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel NG3W Coding and Tech. So today's question in this basic series of C programming questions we have here is sum of prime numbers within a given range. First we'll solve the sum of prime numbers from 1 till a particular number. Then I'll also show you how to find it within a given range. So let's just dive right into the code. Hashtag include stdio.h int main. And the problems faced by students in these type of code is how to remove a digit, how to find if the number is prime or no, and how to find its sum. We'll discuss it all. Let's just declare some variables. We'll declare I for our main for loop, we'll declare j for second for loop, and we'll declare an end till where we want to find the prime number. And I'll also declare one variable count, which I'll tell you why we are declaring it. Okay, and then I'll also declare one more and initialize it to 0 as well, sum. This will contain the sum of all our prime numbers. So let's start. I'll write printf, ask the user to enter the end limit. So let's just type finding the sum of prime numbers from 1 to let's just make it like this. Now scanf to take the input from the user. Since it's an integer input, %d and end. Okay, now we'll start the for loop. I equal to 2. We are starting from I equal to 2 since we know, because we have to find the prime numbers between 1 and the particular number. And what is a prime number? Prime number is a positive integer which is greater than 1, which is divisible only by 1 and the number itself. Okay, so now we'll enter the condition over here. I is less than or equal to end and I plus plus. Okay, now I'll declare this count to 1. Now I'll show you what happens, why we declare it to 1. Now we are making this another for loop for j. Now this for loop is going to contain the numbers which are going to divide the I number. Okay, so for example, my I number is 10, so j is going to divide it by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and all the way up to 10. So if it gets divided and we get the remainder 0, then we know it is not a prime number. Then we'll move forward. But I'll show you how to do it. And are you able to understand why we are using j is less than equal to I by 2 in this particular condition? Well, I'll explain that. Let me write the code first. Okay, now in this j we'll check for the condition. If I divided by j is equal to 0, then we know it's a prime, it's not a prime number. Then we'll make the count variable equal to 0 and break. We'll get out of this if condition and this for loop, because we know that this I is not the prime number we are needed. we are going to need. So we'll break that statement. So I'll explain you why we are taking this I slash 2 over here in the condition. So let's just say I take a number 26 for example. So I'll divide it by 2, since we see over here answer we get is 13. So we only need to run this second for loop till 13, because any number greater than 13, let's say for example 14, it is not going to divide 26. So for example, if you're doing for a larger uh, n, like the end value, so if you have to find the prime numbers from 1 till 1000 or 1 till 10,000, so it's going to save you a significant amount of time. Okay, now for calculating the sum, we'll calculate the sum before the closing of this for loop. Okay, so we'll check here if count is equal to 1, then sum equal to sum plus I. You can write like this, sum equal to sum plus I, or you can write like this. Okay, this looks pretty cool, so you can use like this. Now after we have left the for loop, I'll go and print the sum. The sum of prime numbers from 1 to the particular number, which is, I'll write %d, we'll enter the number here only, is equal to %t, and after separated by a comma we'll write here end comma sum. Okay, now let's just check if this is working or no. Okay, from 1 to, let's just say I want till 10. Okay, the sum of prime numbers from 1 to 10 is equal to 17. Okay, great. Now how to find the sum within a given range? So we'll just we'll declare one more variable. Let n be there, and we'll declare one more first or start st. Let it be start. Okay, st, we'll ask here enter the start number, or from where you need to find. We know, just write start number. We'll ask here enter the end number. Okay, so now just what the difference is in this code. Instead of I equal to 2, you need to start from the number the user has inputted, and since we have to find between those numbers, between st and end, I'll enter here st plus 1. Okay, and rest all is the same, sum will also be the same, and here we'll also take the number, and this here first comma will be for st, and then end, and then sum. Okay, now let's run this code. Enter the start number. Okay, I want it from 6. Enter the end number. Okay, I want it till 17. Sum of prime numbers from 6 to 17 is 48. Okay, so this was just a very basic code, but with all the variations in it. Hope you liked it and keep coding. Meet you in the next video.